Have you ever heard the term physician loan and wondered, what even is that? A physician loan really comes down to what are the nuances, what are the specific challenges that a new physician might have in qualifying for a mortgage. Typically that comes down to two things. When am I starting my residency? And how are my student loans going to affect my qualification? A physician loan simply takes those challenges, nuances, and designs a program specific to meet them. A common question we get is, how do my student loans affect my mortgage pre-approval with a physician loan? Really, there are multiple types of physician loans, and some of them allow us to ignore your student loans altogether as long as they're deferred for another 12 months from the time of the application. There are others that don't allow us to ignore them, however, have higher qualification guidelines so that you might still qualify even with those student loan payments. When it comes down to it, it's our job to review all of the different options and your unique credit and income situation and determine what's the best product for you. We're often asked, how much down payment is required for a physician loan? Not surprisingly, the down payment question is one of the most common questions we get across all loan types. When it comes to medical professionals, especially new residents who have been paying for college, paying for medical school, paying on student loans, and may not have had the time to build up cash for a large down payment, typically these programs have flexible guidelines that allow you to get into your new home with less than you think. Because those program and guidelines change often, the best thing is to have a conversation with us and let us determine what's the best option. Something doctors ask us is, do medical doctors have to use a physician loan for their mortgage? This is actually one of my favorite questions because my job as a mortgage advisor is to take all of the options on the table and compare and contrast them for you given your unique situation. I would much rather do that and keep all of the options open and guide you into making a decision than push you into a loan product just because it matches your title. So that's our job, and that's why it's such a good question for you to ask. People interested in physician loans often ask, should I wait until I start my medical residency before I buy a home? One of the hardest parts about buying a new home is managing the timeline, right? Do I start my job first? Do I buy the house first? The reality is that when you're moving cities, that can be difficult. So the flexibility of our program allows you to actually close on your home up to 90 days before your first day of your residency. As long as you have that signed offer and can get it to us, we give you the flexibility to do that, and that makes a huge difference for a lot of families.